Live from Coronado, this is the Game Time Game of the Week on Your View, presented by RC Willey. Your home, your way here at Coronado High School. Big 5A Southern League Conference matchup tonight as the Cougars have a chance to win the league this evening while the Patriots look for a fifth consecutive win. I'm Will Counterly alongside Heckma Harrison. Great matchup on our hands tonight. When these two teams meet, it's always a really high-flying battle.
As it should be, and you have two of the best teams, obviously, in 5A, in that Southern District, and I think that right now, this is one of those matchups. If I'm on the other side for the Liberty Patriots, I want to make sure that I put my best five out on the floor and I take it to this Cougar squad that has pretty much manhandled us for the series history.
Absolutely. It's Coronado who has had success, and we will talk more about that on the other side. Coronado Liberty coming up soon here on Your View.
Dear Harlem Globetrotters,
we love you.
I love your dunks.
Alley-oops.
The long shot.
4-point shot!
I love your history.
A trailblazer.
All the cool tricks.
You make me laugh.
Come back soon.
We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
Your Honor, I object to this entire line of questioning on the grounds that it is not only irrelevant, but it also seeks to prejudice the jury against my client by introducing speculative and unfounded.
By the power of Keltron, I cast Magic Missile!
Yes! You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home, your way with RC Willey.
It's the Game Time Game of the Week on Your View, presented by RC Willey alongside Heckma Harrison. I'm Will Counterly, getting set for this matchup this evening. Lights out here at Coronado, but as they come on here shortly, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like you mentioned, these two teams, a lot of history between the squads. And as we look on the other side and talk about the visitors this evening and look at the Patriots of Liberty, we're going to look at the starting lineups brought to you by Raising Cane's. One Love. And for Liberty, obviously a lot of the things start with number 5, Dante Stewart, their leading scorer. It kind of starts and ends for the Liberty Patriots with him.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. You look at what he's done per game, 16 per. He's 22 points in his last game, and one of those guys that has a high mark and can go off at any moment.
So those starters, Jalen Parker, Tatum Webb, Dante Stewart, Jaden Riley, and Kobe Kelly for the 5 out there to start for the Patriots. On the other side for Coronado, the Cougars going out to start the game. A lot of high flyers in this lineup. It starts with the junior in Johnny Collins, but it doesn't end there. They also have Jalen St. Clair, J.J. Buchanan, their main player, Mason Abboton, in the starting lineup as well. And he is a guy to watch out for, along with Lance Stevenson. Abboton, their leading player in the UNLV commit, number 2 ranked player in the state.
Yeah, he's 6'6", uses his size well. They have him at the shooting guard position, but he can obviously guard all 5 positions because of his height. One of those guys that you have to definitely keep your eyes on. He is Mr. Everything for the Cougars. But again, this is a game that I'm coming into absolutely thinking that the Patriots have a chance to win it. They just have to play solid, stay on their keys defensively, and not allow Abboton to go off.
Well, we are underway. Stewart allows Liberty to control the opening tip-off, and they start with the ball on offense. A lot going to run through number 5. Looking to post step down low now. They work it around the perimeter. Now Jaden Riley scans the defense, stepping out on him, J.J. Buchanan. A high-flying Cougar starting 5. A fade in the paint. It's left short offensive board. Tatum Webb kick out for a 3, and it's knocked down. Jalen Parker fired up.
And that's how you got to get things started. You have your sophomore 6'3". This is a big-time game for your young guys, and sometimes you're just too young to even know that there's a ton of pressure in a game as he comes right out and knocks down the three-pointer.
Mason Abaton tried to respond by taking a deep NBA range three-pointer, but Abaton left it short. Again, the UNLV commit, shooting early and often, hit 5 three-pointers a couple nights ago in a 21-point effort.
No, shoot or shoot, Will, and I expect for Abaton to make sure that it's pretty much a heat check all the time with him.
Get it out to Stewart. Now he faces up, deep 2-point shot, rolls off the rim, and it's a jump ball that looks like it's going to get called. Possession arrow with the Cougars, so they'll take the basketball.
I like the isolation play that they set up for Dante Stewart. He let a lot of those screens run by before he went ahead and took his shot. Look for him to continue to do that. Number 5 is their guy and really does get their offense going.
Drive into the lane, stolen away by Buchanan, and running back up the floor. Contact happening on the pursuit there by Lance Stevenson.
As you see on the trail, you love this by Lance Stevenson going up, but also you see Dante Stewart trailing, taking the ball off the glass.
So the lengthy senior will go to the foul line. 6'7" for Lance Stevenson. Very highly regarded player.
At 12 points in his last game, and you're right, Will, at 6'7". That's where you look down the stat sheet and you start looking at some of these names and the height next to him. You see right away that the Coronado Cougars have the advantage in the height department.
They do, with Stevenson, who knocks down both of the foul shots. He's the 3rd-ranked small forward in the class of 2025 in the state. Another 3 from the corner, and Jalen Parker's hot early. The sophomore has stepped up as of late, and he stepped into this game with a couple from downtown.
No, that's a problem. That is a problem brewing, and you got the sophomore building his confidence with those 2 shots.
An easy feed down low, and Lance Stevenson's got 4 early points.
Yeah, I think Lance Stevenson's starting to go to work down on the box. He is really confident, competent also down in the paint area.
Stewart goes up. Good defense by Buchanan to force the miss.
I love what JJ's doing, and I think JJ is just pretty much wearing him like a cape tonight. He is all over number 5, Dante Stewart.
Collins misses the 3, but it's put right back in. Mason Abaton gets in the scoring column to tie it at 6.
Just easy points right there for Abaton. You know, again, using that height, big body in the paint.
And the second chance opportunity as well. A lot of three-pointers being fired early on.
And where you have to be really good at is those three-point shots is anticipation on where that ball is going to come off the rim if it is a miss.
Lots of long rebounds, like you mentioned. That's what Liberty saw in their last game. They're starting to play their best basketball of the year. Have won 4 in a row, a season-long winning streak. Under the direction of Kevin Soares, 4th season, but in his first 3, they've had a lot of success. Not a successful attempt there by Kobe Kelly, the junior point guard, misses. But for Kevin Soares, 4 years at the helm, 3 years, he's gone to at least the state semis every time.
He knows how to coach him up, and he has a bunch of hungry dogs on his side, a guy that has won a state title in his first year with Liberty. One thing about these guys, they are very confident. You can tell the way that they have come out on the Cougars' home court.
3 threes knocked down by the Patriots in this one. 2 from Parker, 1 there from Jaden Riley. The main senior that plays, only 2 on the roster, and he's really the only senior who gets a ton of burn, and he just knocked down a 3. A feed inside, it's blocked from behind by Stewart, denying Buchanan. Now the Patriots back up in another rejection. Mason Abbotton comes out to swat it beyond the baseline.
And J.J. Buchanan is like, look, man, I am in this game to play defense. Don't find me on my sweet spot. I think he was just as surprised that he received that laser, that dart inside, but costly miss there.
Couple of rejections on either side of the floor. Now a bounce pass. And fading on the baseline, getting the roll there is Dante Stewart, his first field goal.
And Dante Stewart's got to feel good to see that first shot go in. And I think with J.J. Buchanan on him, he's got to feel like, look, I got to be able to isolate this guy and use him in these one-on-one situations.
Abbotton misfires the 3, but another offensive rebound off a long shot stays with the Cougars. Jalen St. Clair working it around the perimeter. Now St. Clair steps inside, lob over the top, tried to get it out to Stevenson. Good defensive set by the Patriots.
I like the intention right there, trying to break down that 2-3 zone, but get inside with the lob. Just not successful. I look for the Cougars to come back to that.
A great steal right there. It's Parker, drive, kick, fire for Riley. He leaves it short. Stevenson collects the board, and a foul called after the fact. Liberty has landed the first punch against Coronado tonight, coming into this one on their home gym, knowing they have a chance to win the league with a victory tonight, but it's Liberty coming out firing on the road.
Yeah, I said it. The Patriots have all of the momentum come. We're in Vegas, they're playing with house money. And what they have to do is come into a game like this and absolutely expect that they can win this game. Play tough, play sound on defense, but also make sure that you continue to run your offense.
Well, let's take a look at what we can expect tonight for some of our keys to the game. They're brought to you by RC Willey, your home, your way.
Yeah, you look at the Patriots right now, score big, 78 points in the last 4 games, efficient on offense. That's the key to victory for them. On the other side, for the Cougars, they know what they can do offensively, but they have got to shut down these streaky scores on the other side for the Patriots.
And doing that with the pressure, like you mentioned as well. This is a Coronado team coming into this game. You say, okay, 12-9. But they're the #1 ranked team in 5A. Well, it's because they've played a national schedule. They played the Sierra Canyons, the Whitney Youngs from Chicago, and they've been in a lot of these showcase events inside of packed gyms. And the reason they do that is so Coach Kavanaugh's squad can end up having an opportunity to be ready for a conference matchup like this.
Their regular season games are a bloodletting. They have some of the toughest opponents in the nation, as you stated, Will, and so don't let that 12-9 fool you.
Coach Jeff Kaufman at the helm, his 19th season, 3-point fire, no whistle called. That was an attempt.
Jalen St. Clair, they catch him with his hand in the jar versus Alaska.
And so Alaska will go to the foul line. Both of these coaches have coached quite a bit of basketball when you look at the experience between these two sides. Kevin Soers, you mentioned first season he comes to Liberty, wins the state championship, and does it in such a storybook way, beating Bishop Gorman, who had won 9 consecutive state titles, and doing it at UNR. He played at Reno. That's where the state championship games are held, where he was a Hall of Fame player himself in his first year at Liberty, but coached at Foothill for a really long time, and nearly 2 decades at the helm for Jeff Kaufman and Coronado.
Yeah, I think both of these teams have something in common, and it is Bishop Gorman. Last season, on the other side for the Patriots, losing in the semis, and the Cougars losing last year in the state title to Bishop Gorman. A lot of revenge in store for Bishop Gorman by these two teams.
Absolutely. I mean, they're kind of all tied at the hip at the top of this conference. And for this season, at least for Coronado to beat Bishop Gorman a couple weeks ago in a nail-biting affair, gives them the opportunity tonight, if they win, to clinch the lead, because the only team that could catch them is Bishop Gorman. But if for Coronado, if they win one of their final 2 games, they would seal that league title in this 12-team league, as Jeffrey Buchanan at the stripe. Really strong, big physical guy, one of their best athletes, headed to Utah to play football. But the D1 football commit comes up empty at the foul line.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. This kid is a football player. You can absolutely tell by that build. He is built the right way. But at 6'4", you see the way that he's attacking Dante Stewart right now. Dante is just trying to find a way to get around the size of J.J. Buchanan.
So St. Clair facing quite a bit of pressure from Aliska. There's Liberty with a 13-6 edge with 2 to go in the first. And the 3 misfired from Stevenson. Liberty playing some really strong defense against the high-flying Cougars.
Quick hands there by Aliska, getting that steal from J.J. Buchanan. Would have been an easy basket and putback.
Easy steal right there. Goes right into the hands of Stevenson. He tried to feed it up the floor to Abbotton, and it's deflected out of play by Evan Hilliard.
I think Evan Hilliard was trying to get the charge. No such luck.
Work it around the perimeter. Abbotton for 3. And it just is off the mark. Rebound picked up by Tatum Webb. Stewart for 3. And he gets the roll.
How about the touch on that shot from Dante Stewart?
6'5", stretching the floor wide, don't you?
Oh, you love it when you see a big guy like that can shoot like that. How about the foul on the backside? That's just the pressure being applied by Stewart. Early fouls starting to mount up, and they catch Lance Stevenson with the push in the back.
After the missed three-pointer from Johnny Collins, a junior, but really talented player as well. I mean, all 5 players in the starting lineup for the Cougars average double figures. You know it's a high-flying offense, but Liberty, as we just showed you a moment ago, they've been playing really good offense as of late, as they misfire a 3 there from Jaden Riley, who has already converted on 1 today.
They're going to get the bump out of bounds, and the late whistle, but the referee's right there on the baseline. He catches it. You see right here, Dante steps into him, knocks him out of bounds. They get an early foul. I like this defense, though, by the Patriots.
Abbotton from the corner. It's too long. Abbotton's missed his first 3 attempts from outside. Does have 2 points. Coming from the low block, a very capable shooter.
That's a capable shooter is an understatement for Abbotton. And when you be missing your threes like that, I like to see the big fella work his way inside to get that confidence. Will, I've heard you say it countless times, when you see a guy get to the free throw line, he starts to see those easy shots go in. That's what builds the confidence for a shooter like Abbotton. Oh, man.
Drive, it's a block that is called. Great take. Evan Hilliard flying to the rack.
Man, Evan Hilliard with the bunnies right here. Goes up on Johnny Collins, and the only thing Collins did wrong was turn his body to the side. If you're going to take that charge, you got to be all in.
Evan Hilliard was certainly all in on having his mind go to the hoop. And the small forward at the line is able to knock it through. And so Liberty really playing some good ball right now, up by double digits as the first quarter's about to expire. Energy really on both ends.
Well, this is what I've been enjoying, Will, is just that the fact you talk about them, the energy that they play defense with, they've been switching it up quite a bit.
And big shot there from Johnny Collins as the first quarter comes to a close. 3-point shots from Jalen Parker early on has the Patriots on top after a quarter.
You hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. We got a coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello.
The school rivalries, the roar of the crowd, the passion and drive, the team chemistry. One shot can win it all. It's more than a game. It's Las Vegas game time on YourView. Tune in for Virgin Valley versus Moapa Valley girls basketball on Cox Channel 51. Streaming at watch.yourview.com and the YourView app.
Game time on YourView is presented by RC Willie, your home, your way. And brought to you by Raising Cane's One Love. As we are back to action starting this second quarter, Liberty up by double digits. And with the ball, Hilliard fading away. Can't draw any iron, but Liberty fighting for it. Tatum Webb hits the deck, and then a whistle is called. Going to be against Liberty, so Coronado basketball, but they're held to just 9 points after a quarter of action.
And that three, though, at the end of the first quarter, big time for Coronado. It's just they found themselves in a dogfight at home. They cannot afford to take the Patriots lightly. I'll look for them here in the second quarter to get some of their scoring in. Abbotton, pretty much, man, a non-factor in the first quarter.
Just 2 points, but missed 3 threes. That Johnny Collins three was big. He had it in the corner, tried to enter it down low. And now backcourt violation, so a self-inflicted wound right there for the Cougars, giving it back to the Patriots on the turnover.
Yeah, bad read, basically trying to find Abbotton, who had already moved out of position. Again, as you call it, self-inflicted. Those are mistakes that you cannot make versus a team right now like the Patriots that has all the momentum in this game. But, Will, we do know basketball is a game of runs.
Hilliard with it down low. Stewart leaves it short. Abbotton picks up the miss. He takes it coast to coast. Leaves that short as well and can't convert the layup in transition. Stewart then turns it over, heaved up the floor. Abbotton not able to get it back and forth, and Abbotton spins in the lane and somehow makes it. All of that leads to a Mason Abbotton highlight reel play.
My question is how? How? He has 3 Patriot defenders around him. They're trying desperately to save this ball, and I'm thinking travel at some point, but they allow it to play on. And how about that for the 3-point play for Abbotton that heard me say he was a non-factor in the first quarter.
He comes and makes a big play after a lot of back and forth. Big plays made from Jalen Parker in this game, and that 3 looked good, but it rolled off the iron, and Hilliard gets called for a foul after the fact.
And Evan Hilliard's just boxed out. And he's asking for the foul to be called the other way around, but not so much luck.
So tight ball game between two teams that finished tied for first place in the league last year. Two teams that made it to the state semifinal. And of course with similar aspirations this season. But it's Liberty ahead by a couple possessions now, forcing another miss, and then fighting for that miss was Tatum Webb. He gets fouled. Miles Britt coming in for the reach.
They got Tatum Webb at 6'1", and he's going down there amongst the trees to get this rebound. And I've seen several times where the smaller guards have been able to get down in the paint and get the possession.
Stewart, mentioned him at 6'5", but Webb at 6'1", the leading rebounder on this team. Over 7 a game. He gets nearly 3 offensive boards a game.
It's weird.
And that three's on the money tonight for Jalen Parker, his 3rd from long distance.
And somebody better start closing out on Parker. We were seeing him on that baseline hanging out. He knocked down those first 2. Now he's finding a home at the top of that 3-point line.
Trying to answer, and it's off the back of the rim from Lance Stevenson. Jaden Riley takes it all the way, weaves around a defender, and puts it in.
Jaden Riley with a little bit of New York to California.
Johnny Collins drive on the baseline, hits on the other side of the window. Liberty right now with huge momentum. It was Jalen Parker early, couple threes, hits one there. He's hit the sophomore 3 threes tonight. Kevin Soares talking to our crew this week. He said, hey, he's our best 3-point shooter. The sophomore's been stepping up in a big way as of late. A big reason why they're on a 4-game win streak. He hit 5 3-pointers in their last game, and he's on a mission to do the same tonight, if not more.
Oh, he's hot. Oh, he's hot right now, and this is a young man that's knocking him down at a pretty good clip right now. So I think you come into a game like that, that should be a part of your scouting report. You want to get stops and not allow the 3-point shots. The 3-point shot, it just changes the game so much more, and teams are able to advance and take so much more of a lead. You're looking at a Cougar squad right now down by 11, and they don't have an answer.
The sophomore's been big tonight, and Jalen Parker for the Patriots. There's part of an answer. J.J. Buchanan gets on the board, his first field goal tonight. A response for 3, nothing drawn from Tatum Webb. Run out by the Cougars, going in transition all the way, Jalen St. Clair.
And that's how you answer. You make sure you get down into the paint. Don't settle for threes. I think a lot of times you start go up against a team that's knocking down threes. You want to return fire by shooting threes of your own. Come on, stick to your game. You got the athletes.
Feed down low. Stewart goes up and draws the contact. Nice feed by Jalen Parker to find the big man down low.
Yes.
And he draws the foul.
Oh, that was absolute quality, and that's just a good job by Dante Stewart, keeping his eyes on the passer, but also just staying aggressive once he gets the ball in his hands. You saw for the good part of that first quarter, they had J.J. Buchanan following him. Yeah, and you let the big man in the lane that easily, absolutely he's going to attack. Got to knock down his free throws, though.
The 6'5" junior who's played on varsity since his freshman year comes up empty at the foul line. And now Jalen St. Clair just scored in transition, another double-figure guy. And that was his first bucket of the night. Will now have a chance to add on here in the second quarter after getting fouled on a jump shot right by the elbow.
Yeah, he's just one of those silky players, man. He really does have great ball handling skills. As you saw him there on the layup, he's almost up underneath the goal, but still able to touch it off the glass and get the score.
Big playmaker in St. Clair. Another threat in this attack along with Abbotton. St. Clair's had some really big games this season. Scored 20 against Gorman when they were able to avenge a close state championship game loss earlier this season. Had 19-6 against Whitney Young just a couple games ago when they beat the strong team from Chicago just by a point. And in transition, guess who it is again? Jalen St. Clair.
Like I said, basketball is a game of runs, and you see right now the Cougars are going on a bit of a run themselves.
7 consecutive points to make it a 3-point game. What answer do the Patriots have? Drive inside, feed down low to Stewart. He goes up and leaves it short. You thought Parker was going to maybe think about firing the threes. Made 3 tonight, decided to drive, and the Patriots come up empty.
I like that pass, though, by Jalen Parker. He's feeding the big man that had the position. You just got to reward him for a great pass and get the points if you're Dante Stewart.
Turnaround jump shot by Lance Stevenson makes it a 1-point game. What was that about? Game of runs?
Yeah.
9-0 run now.
Absolutely, and this is that part where the Patriots can't fall asleep and just continue to shoot away at the 3-point line.
Stewart did just that and came up empty. Abboton brings it up the floor. And now he catches, shoots, and knocks it down. Mason Abboton gives Coronado the lead for the first time tonight.
Oh, that's where you got to call a timeout and rally the troops because, man, Coach Soares has got to be asking his guys, like, come on now. We have worked way too hard to lose number 10 at the 3-point line. Making the play with that made bucket.
Mason Abboton missing his first 3-pointers. First 3 3-pointers comes in second quarter. An incredible 3-point play followed up by a deep catch and shoot 3 to give the Cougars the lead for the first time this evening. 12 consecutive points, a 12-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes for Coronado, and Mason Abboton has 8 points now after knocking down the deep 3 on the catch and shoot.
Well, I don't think anybody assumed that Mason Abboton was just going to score those 2 points that he had in the first quarter, but you've seen the Giant waking up here, and that is a bad sign for the Patriots. And if I'm Liberty right now, they've had a spectacular first half. They have really responded in a lot of ways, not allowing second shot opportunities on the other side. But, man, they've just settled on 3-point shots. They've got to get back to making it easy on themselves.
Turning the corner and driving down to the baseline was Jaden Riley. It stays here on this end. How can Liberty snap this 12-0 run here in the second quarter by the Cougars? They look for an easy find, and they get Stewart down low.
There it is. That's how you do it. Get down low, get something easy. Don't just settle for 3-point shots. And the same on the other side for the Cougars. Although Abboton is knocking down shots right now.
Oh, boy!
Hey. That's a little bit of head tap right there by Lance Stevenson with the alley-oop. I told you they were going to come back to it. They're trying to find a way to break down this 2-3 zone.
Lance Stevenson making plays. Jalen Parker trying to answer. And now they find him, back in. It's a huge swat by Johnny Collins. Patriots take it back, though. And they still come up empty.
Oh, man, things are getting physical. A lot of bodies hitting the floor.
Abboton, just off the mark.
Oh, that's when you wipe the sweat off your brow right there when Abboton misses that 3.
Well, Lance Stevenson giving this gym something to be excited about. 2-point lead, and the fans here at Coronado have gotten more engaged during this second quarter. Where they've used a 12-0 run to take a 2-point lead, and they've held on to it. Deep 3 from the top, and it's too strong from Jaden Riley.
This is where you look, when you shoot those long threes like that, what it happens is you're in a one-possession mode. You only get one shot, and then you're back on defense. That's not the way that you're going to win this game.
20 seconds to go until halftime. Cougars looking for a final shot. Up by 2. They trail by as many as 12. They've erased that deficit. And speaking of getting physical, game that has plenty of contact tonight. Lance Stevenson getting tied up down low with Evan Hilliard. There's two teams right down the road from each other, no love lost.
If you couldn't tell, there's a lot of chirping going on. These guys have obviously know each other pretty well, Will. And with the way that these AAU teams are built, these kids know a lot, have played together as well. I love the game of Lance Stevenson. You can tell he is the enforcer for the Cougars.
And really just can explode at 25 points earlier this week against Whitney Young, the powerhouse out of Chicago, but he comes up empty at the foul line. Chance for a final try, fired, and it's too long from Jalen Parker. Last second heave from half court doesn't go. Time expires, and what a first half of basketball we just had. Coronado up by 2.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson, I think, really set things right in that first half. As much as the momentum was on the other side for the Patriots, man, the Coronado Cougars came back with the emphatic dunk.
Dear Harlem Globetrotters, we love you.
I love your dunks.
Adios.
The long shot.
4-point shot!
I love your history.
A trailblazer.
All the cool tricks.
You make me laugh.
Come back soon.
We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
Your Honour, I object to this entire line of questioning on the grounds that it is not only irrelevant, but it also seeks to prejudice the jury against my client by introducing speculative and unfounded.
By the power of Keltron, I cast Magic Missile!
Yes! You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
You hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. You got a coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello.
The school rivalries, the roar of the crowd, the passion and drive, the team chemistry. One shot can win it all. It's more than a game. It's Las Vegas game time on YourView. Tune in for Virgin Valley versus Moapa Valley girls basketball on Cox Channel 51. Streaming at watch.yourview.com and the YourView app.
Welcome to the Raising Cane's halftime show here on YourView. Raising Cane's one love, and it is a tight ball game at halftime right now between these two teams. It was Liberty who led most of the first half, but in comes a 12-0 Cougar run toward the end of the second quarter, and they have a slim lead here at halftime.
Well, I said it, man. It was a game of runs, and you saw the Coronado Cougars answer the bell. They had to clamp down defensively. Wasn't hard for them. All they were doing was waiting on Liberty to miss some of those three-pointers, and what they did with those long rebounds is they got guys out in their lanes, and they just started to attack them. Fast breaks galore, getting those easy points, but also at some point, Mason Abbotton decided to come to the gym.
Made some fantastic plays in the second quarter, and one with three defenders on him. A deep catch and shoot three that ultimately gave them the lead for the first time. And then Lance Stevenson as well. 8 points, but the two that probably had the crowd roar the loudest with that big slam on the alley-oop. And then Jalen St. Clair getting involved, and that's exactly what Coach Kaufman wants. Those three-headed monster of their top three scorers all getting going in the second, and you can see why. It's a slim lead for them after having a 12-point deficit. For the Patriots, though, Jalen Parker came out shooting, and he came out shooting in a big way. 3 threes for the sophomore in the first half. A big reason why they're in this ball game right now.
No, he had fantastic first quarter and was the reason why they got out to that big lead. But I think a lot of times defensively you're doing so much where you're trying to get your shots up, and they suffered on the other side. So look, right now on the other side, Coach Thurs is in at halftime, and he's talking to his guys and basically just letting them know, look, we cannot forget about our defense. We have to find ways to get stops because they're exposing us.
Certainly are. So tight ball game at halftime. Second half coming up in just a little bit. Stay tuned with us here on Your View.
Dear Harlem Globetrotters, we love you.
I love your dunks.
Alley-oops.
The long shot.
4-point shot.
I love your history.
A trailblazer.
All the cool tricks.
You make me laugh.
Come back soon.
We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
Your Honour, I object to this entire line of questioning on the grounds that it is not only irrelevant, but it also seeks to prejudice the jury against my client by introducing speculative and unfounded.
By the power of Keltron, I cast Magic Missile!
You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
Hey, Reese, you hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy. Texas toast crunchy. And they cane sauce right. You got a coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello!
It's the Raising Cane's halftime show here on Your View. Raising Cane's One Love alongside Heckma Harrison. I'm Will Connerly. We're happy to be with you this evening at Coronado for this 5A Southern League Conference matchup, and it's lived up to the hype so far. Tight ball game.
It has, and I tell you, I'm going to go. Jalen Parker really does deserve a lot of credit for the start. I know we just stated that, but man, those 3-pointers early, he was camped out on the baseline. They found him early and often. This is the catch and release that you see to get things started, man. You got to get a hand in his face. I don't even know if that works. You see a hand in his face there, and he's still able to knock down the shot. But again, they got off to a hot start. The defense started to come from the other side for the Cougars, and now you're starting to see right there from Jalen St. Clair, a name that you were talking about, a guy, his athleticism started to show in that second quarter. The big-time alley-oop right there from Lance Stevenson. Can't say enough about that because that was really the cherry on top for the first half and what started to look like the Cougars are starting to get in their bag.
They really were, and they did it at the end of the first quarter with a big three from Johnny Collins, carried that momentum into the second quarter, and they're on a mission tonight here on their home gym. If they win the league, and we'll talk a little bit more about that coming up in just a little bit at halftime. 1-point ball game.
Hey, Reese, you hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy. Texas toast crunchy. And they cane sauce right. You got a coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello!
The school rivalries, the roar of the crowd, the passion and drive, the team chemistry. One shot can win it all. It's more than a game. It's Las Vegas game time on Your View. Tune in for Virgin Valley versus Moapa Valley girls basketball on Cox Channel 51. Streaming at watch.yourview.com and the YourView app.
The Harlem Globetrotters 2025 World Tour is here. We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
Getting ready for the second half, Coronado with a 27-26 lead here during the halftime show, brought to you by Raising Cane's One Love. One thing Coronado has to love is that they have a lead right now at the break, and on the rest of the league, they've yet to lose a league game, and they don't want that trend to end tonight, but it'll be a tough second half to do that. As you see the league standings, Coronado right at the top, but Liberty playing well as of late in third place, and they have a chance to continue to try to put themselves in a better position to secure third, if not better, if they can continue to play well. 3 league games left for them.
Yeah, I think if you're the Cougars, you got to feel really good about where you are. You're in the driver's seat right now, and that win versus Bishop Gorman, everybody's looking up at Bishop Gorman, and they have so long been victimized by the great play from Gorman that, man, getting those big wins against that team, man, has to mean a lot. Liberty, again, this is a team that's not far behind, and so when we have a Patriots team that comes into a game like tonight, if they get a win, this really does muddy the waters.
And it was so interesting when these league standings presented like this because of the Cougars win tonight. They obviously secure the title storyline, but it was so top-heavy last year with a lot of these same teams. Liberty, Coronado, and Bishop Gorman all finished 9-2 in this 11-game league schedule. So a couple games to go, 2 left for the Cougars, 3 left for the Patriots, and 1 half left of basketball to play here tonight here on Your View, and it should be a fun second half. What are you looking for in this second half? What's going to be intriguing for you? Obviously, the way Liberty came out of the locker room, can they replicate that here in the third quarter?
I think they have to, but only to a certain degree. I think Dante Stewart really does have to exact his dominance in this game. They switched on, they took, J.J. Buchanan off of him and switched Lance Stevenson. I think that's ideal if you're Dante Stewart, because now by you being aggressive, you can get some fouls on Lance Stevenson, maybe get him to the bench. You want to get him off of the floor because I think he's had the most impact, him and Jalen Sinclair. So you have to, obviously, if you're the Patriots, knock down your shots. Jalen Parker has to be lights out as well, but defensively, lock down. Don't allow those second shot opportunities that you were allowing to the Cougars in the first.
And Jeff Kaufman, one of the top coaches in the state, has been doing it for over 3 decades.
Man, Jeff is ripped.
He is locked in, isn't he?
Yeah, man. Jeez. He's in the weight room.
About 2 decades. Hey, he's trying to keep up with J.J. Buchanan.
My goodness. I mean, this is all right here, man. I look, here's the other part for the Cougars. I think you have such a good team on the other side. You see the way that they ran in Lance Stevenson and company. I really love the way that this Jalen Sinclair kid plays, man. He is so aggressive and just plays with an attitude.
Third quarter underway, and it's a foul called on the drive by Johnny Collins right away. Patriots picking up an early personal just a few ticks into this third quarter.
And Johnny Collins and Jalen Sinclair are almost the same player. The way that they play.
As Coronado adds on to their lead, now ahead by 3. They both have similar qualities, the 2 guards that can slash, get to the rim, and be aggressive. And it's kind of how the Cougars got back into the ballgame in the second. Here's Stewart, and he knocks it down. You want him to get going, you have it right there.
Yes, sir. I love that. And that's what I'm saying. For number 5, Dante has to stay aggressive. And again, Lance Stevenson is drawing the matchup. Man, you got to take it to him.
Johnny Collins, deep 3, misfires.
See that, man. Jalen Parker, he thought about it.
Stewart, mid-range again, back-to-back.
Oh, he's feeling it. You see the hop on the one leg after the shot? That's the universal signal for I'm feeling myself.
Back-to-back buckets to start the third quarter. He's certainly feeling pretty good, putting Liberty back on top by 1. Drive to the baseline, a rise and hit Jalen St. Clair.
And this J.J. Buchanan just locked his man into the lane. That's why Sinclair is able to get that shot up so easily.
Stewart falling down, 3 straight field goals to start the second half for the Patriots' main man.
Hey, he said you asked for it, you're going to get it. Oh, whistles.
Interesting there. Stewart tumbling down to the hardwood, made the field goal, then whistles going back up the other end. 3 lead changes already in this third quarter, not even 2 minutes in.
Oh, I love it. I tell you what, Dante Stewart, you can tell, man, he has the attitude for it. Has a ton of experience. This guy's been playing varsity ball since his freshman year.
Really playing his best ball of his career right now. 24 points a game over the last 4. All of games Liberty has won, including a 35-point effort a couple games ago. But now the officials at the scoring table, Kevin Soares along with Jeff Kaufman, conversing with the officials to see what all this is about with the stoppage and trying to sort out what the fouls are going to ultimately be for the time being.
Most of the time it's a timing issue, getting the clock right. And looks like they got it fixed.
Back to action, a back and forth affair. Abatin fires from 3, falls down. It's too long, and the rebound corralled by Tatum Webb. They certainly need him on the glass at 6'1" with the big 6'6" and 6'7" size down low for the Cougars. Catch, shoot, fire, and it is off the mark just to the right of the rim. Abatin gets the rebound.
He is trapped in the backcourt. He needs some help. And they call a timeout. Good recognition by Coach Jeff Kaufman. If not, they did not want to lose that possession. See here after the rebound, and Abatin, he's battling for it. All the rest of his guys, they take off. Their backs are turned. And boy, they were in a bad position right there, if not for the timeout.
Great job by Tatum Webb and Dante Stewart to put that pressure on Abatin and burning a timeout to not turn the ball over here in a 1-point ball game. Heckma, it seems like the fans are going to have to buckle up here for this final couple quarters we have on our hands.
Well, the one thing about it is I love the way that the Patriots have come out and they've attacked with Dante Stewart. One of the things that I asked for, but you're going to have to get some other guys in on the action. You don't want him to run out of gas. He's got a pretty tough defensive matchup on the other side.
They whip it around the perimeter. Now Johnny Collins. Deep 3 fired. And Jalen St. Clair cannot connect.
Good job by Riley on the backside, not allowing another second chance opportunity. You see the way that they're paying attention on defense.
Riley drives and kicks out to Stewart. He's been hot here in the third, and it's off the back of the rim. Long rebound into the hands of St. Clair. Feeds it to Abatin, and it's turned over. Liberty with the run in transition, and the layup finished by Tatum Webb.
Love the active hands by Tatum Webb. This is how you win a basketball game. Defensively, just paying attention to those passers. They're telegraphing the passes.
And they big block there on the other end by Tatum Webb on J.J. Buchanan's attempt down low. And now 3 fired for Riley. It misfires. Stewart keeps it. And they go back to Riley, open on the corner. He takes it inside. And Stewart wide open from the wing. And he leaves it right.
Wow.
Another 3 fired. And that's another chance. The 4th try. Is it a charm? No. They come up empty on 3 threes on that possession.
Man, if at first you don't succeed, try again, try again, try again. and try one more time. Nothing falling.
Wide open from out front, Lance Stevenson. Cannot hit. Deep pass down the floor. Pull up from deep and nothing drawn from Jalen Parker, who hit 3 threes in the first half. And now St. Clair getting down in the lane and active hands. Tatum Webb again, maybe too active. He gets called for the foul.
I like to see the replay on this. As you see initially, St. Clair going back the other. Yeah, that's a foul.
Hey, you asked to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Soares has got to be asking this, guys, come on now. I know we're knocking down these 3-pointers. We've had some good fortune, but come on, guys, let's go back to running.
Evan Hilliard into the ball game. And he cuts down low, drops it in.
There you go. There you go. Come back with a design play, and you get it down low to Evan Hilliard.
Johnny Collins, touch to St. Clair, driving inside.
Yes.
He gets called for the offensive foul.
Now, that is great defense, and how many times have we seen these guys sacrifice themselves down in the paint? Finally paying off, drawing the charge. A bit of pressure on the backcourt.
Oh, yeah. Huge physical battle we have tonight, Heckma. Abboton going inside. Another whistle called. I mean, if you're driving into the lane, it is a contact sport, and you're getting a lot of it here again.
Well, they've been letting them play, but I like this. Abboton thinking that he's going to have a pretty easy layup, and Evan Hilliard says, let's get that to the Gatorade buckets.
He's showing the hops, but getting tagged with the foul and sending Abboton to the line. 8 points for him this evening, leading scorer for Coronado on the year, and he sinks the first foul shot to make it a 4-point game. Hilliard to Riley. And it's one and done as the rebound's collected by J.J. Buchanan. St. Clair from mid-range, a swish for him.
I love this kid's game. And Jalen St. Clair is just not one of those reckless ball players. You see the midi dropping for him. This is second time. That is his spot. And as a defender, you want to try and run that guy away from what he likes to do. But how about the answer from Evan Hilliard?
He has answered the bell a couple times in this ball game. That athleticism getting to the rim.
Hey, man, and he's cuffing it, coming through those two defenders like a running back. And then the kiss off the glass.
In and out on the foul shot.
Now they're keeping it close, aren't they?
Very close, one possession ball game.
Foot on the line here, man. How about this for the Cougars, man? There's a little bit of self-inflicted wounds to return on their home court.
And he just steps out of play. Ooh,
man, by a pinky toe.
Now Stewart back into the lane, drops it in.
Yeah, there goes that man. He is playing some ball. He's just got to stay aggressive. He needs some help from some other guys.
Extends his team's lead. He's now got 15 points. Open from the wing. Collins cannot connect.
One and done.
Riley from the corner, and he knocks it down.
Hey, we talked about the try again. And finally, from the corner, Jaden Riley sees one through the hoop.
Liberty capturing the momentum, taking away the attempt down low to Buchanan. Feed it back up the floor. Stewart somehow saves it.
How did he save that? All of his momentum was taking him out of bounds.
Time winding down here in the third. Coronado has not lost a league game. Liberty trying to be the first team to do that.
Playing a mean game of keep away here.
Value in the possessions down the stretch here in the third. Liberty on top of Coronado, trying to hand them their first league loss. Looks like they're going to go for a final attempt here in the third. A 45-second possession. Riley, step back, three off the heel of the iron. And whistle called right as time expires in the third. And it looks like they're going to afford foul shots here on Sinclair.
Yeah, that's a good call. Sinclair. And my question is, was time already expired when he went for that shot? Either way, I mean, it was a foul, and they're going to get Dante Stewart for the contact. As you see it here at the end, Sinclair, whew, that was tough, right into the midsection.
Nearly made it.
Yeah, he did.
So the officials will sort this out as the third quarter comes to a close. So we will step aside. Tight ball game on our hands. Coronado down as they try to avoid losing their first conference game.
Hey, Reese, you hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. We got the coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello.
The school rivalries, the roar of the crowd, the passion and drive, the team chemistry. One shot can win it all. It's more than a game. It's Las Vegas game time on YourView. Tune in for Virgin Valley versus Moapa Valley girls basketball on Cox Channel 51. Streaming at watch.yourview.com and the YourView app.
A wild ending to the third quarter with the foul as time was expiring. Alongside Heckma Harrison, I'm Will Connerly, and it looks like they assessed that more than just a regular personal and affording foul shots here for Jalen St. Clair.
Yeah, St. Clair, he took a shot. He really did. He took a shot. And again, I kept looking at the time. I thought time had expired before that shot went up, but they call it. And, boy, he's missing all those free throws.
Missing the first two. One more for him.
I don't think Coach Soares is excited about that call. Will?
I'm probably excited about at least two being misfired, right? But 1 for 3 for Sinclair and the ball here for Coronado. If you're just joining us, it was Liberty who came out firing in the first quarter. Coronado had a big run in the second. They went into the locker room with a 1-point lead. And now we start the fourth quarter of action. Liberty with a slim advantage.
Get a whistle right away. No clue what the actual call was, or maybe it was a timeout called here.
So that is the end of the third quarter. So we will step aside. That was just the end of the third. Fourth coming up. Final frame next here on YourView.
Dear Harlem Globetrotters, we love you.
I love your dunks.
Adios.
The long shot.
4-point shot!
I love your history.
A trailblazer.
All the cool tricks.
You make me laugh.
Come back soon.
We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
Your Honour, I object to this entire line of questioning on the grounds that it is not only irrelevant, but it also seeks to prejudice the jury against my client by introducing speculative and unfounded.
By the power of Keltron, I cast Magic Missile!
You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home, your way with RC Willie.
Well, now we're ready for the final frame, and it starts with Mason Abaton knocking one down from outside.
Mason said, I got your final frame right here. I'm gonna knock down this three. We get the party started here on our home court, and I think these guys, the Cougars, have got to be feeling a little bit of the pressure right now on them. This Patriot squad is giving them all that they can handle on a Thursday night on their home court.
Tight ball game, Liberty with the lead. They came out firing. Coronado had an answer. Liberty with a strong third, led by Dante Stewart's 3 field goals out of the locker room. Now Liberty with the lead right now on the league's best team and considered the top team in all of 5A, but it's Liberty right now leading on the road.
They have got to stay aggressive. I know that foul called, obviously just a little too over-aggressive to end the third quarter.
Catch and shoot from 3 for Collins, but Stewart cannot grab the rebound. It stays another chance for Coronado.
You cannot leave Buchanan and Stevenson alone down in the paint.
Abaton going for another 3, and it goes out of play. So basketball to the Patriots. And they'll fire from deep, and it's knocked down by Jaden Riley.
That's what I was asking for. Let's not rely all on Dante Stewart to get these points. Some other guys get in on the action. That's a big-time 3 to open things up.
Breaking the press and just firing the 3, and now Hilliard goes from outside, and big shot from Evan Hilliard.
Talk about a guy that continues to answer the bell for his team. Evan Hilliard is coming up big time.
Jalen St. Clair answers with 2. He's got 12, but Evan Hilliard, just his 4th game of the season, has only come in, played 3 games this year. His first game was on the 17th of January. Scored 14 points against Durango. Comes out tonight, he's got double figures again. A late season addition for the Patriots, and he's making an impact.
Man, no better time than the present. He's getting it done, and I think if you're Coach Swords, you love to see a guy like that inject himself in the game and obviously have some impact. He's having impact on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
Huge shot, but Sinclair answers. Back and forth battle, huge drama here. Coronado on their home court. A chance to clinch the league title tonight. But Liberty standing in their way with the lead here in the 4th. And wide open, Riley fires from the wing, cannot connect. Collins grabs the miss. Abaton in transition. Easy drop in on the block.
And you saw right there, obviously, Coach Kaufman, he is getting into the ear of his squad.
Riley gives it out in the corner, and a turnover by Parker.
Well, I hadn't seen a lot of traveling calls being made in this game, but no better time than the present to call one. But that was a tough call.
6-point ball game. Liberty leads here on the road. Coronado looking for an answer. And turn around from the elbow doesn't go from Stevenson.
Tough shot, but I like it.
Liberty taking their time up the floor. They've really put the foot on the gas when they felt pressure, but they've taken their time here in the half court.
Yeah, let's not go into prevent yet.
2-possession ball game, 5 minutes to go.
It's extending that defense all the way out. You see Buchanan now matched up on Evan Hilliard. If I'm Hilliard, I got the green light. Oh!
He had it driving to the rack all the way from way far out, and he took a hard fall as well.
Yes, he did. You see him wearing that knee brace right there on his right knee, but that's the matchup I'm looking for. If I'm Evan Hilliard, I like that. Bring Buchanan out on me anytime you want. I'm going to take it to the hole.
Fading away is Riley. Rebound is collected by Mason Abbotton. And Sinclair on the drive. Block is called. They'll call it on the floor. Kobe Kelly committing the foul.
Yeah, they catch the 5'8". Kobe Kelly trying to deny the baseline. Bad pass going the other way, man. That's tough stuff. And you see that defense collapsing on them underneath the basket. Really does make the guy that on the inbound pass have to make a heady decision.
So 4.5 to go. Still a 6-point lead for Liberty, and they have the basketball and a foul called against Coronado off the ball. I know you mentioned don't go to prevent mode yet. When does that start to enter your minds, though, as you approach 4 minutes left on the clock?
If I'm the Patriots, I can't even afford to think that way. And I think, for Coach Thurs, maybe he's slowing the pace down on purpose, but I think where they've had the most success is when they're going fast.
Stewart from the corner. Big time shot.
Oh, man. Extending the lead, forcing the Cougars to have to answer. They're okay now. They got plenty of time, but, man, they have got to start answering with some made buckets.
Abbotton tries from the corner himself. It's put back in by Stevenson.
That was a monster rebound by Lance Stevenson.
And now J.J. Buchanan looks like he got assessed a foul going back up the other end. But, man, talk about prevent. You think the only thing that needs to be prevented is stopping Dante Stewart if you're Coronado. 18 points for him after that last three.
Yeah, he's coming into his own, and you see the wait a minute, that's that's like the other Lance Stevenson, the basketball player from Indiana Pacers on the sideline over there. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Like, we got plenty of Lance Stevensons out here.
The 6'7" senior with 10 points tonight. We'll see how Coronado can respond. Abbotton rolls off the iron. Buchanan puts it back in. Cougars big on the boards the last 2 possessions.
That's the answer you needed. Like I said, you have got to continue to stay aggressive. Bad pass. Oh, man. Stevenson, Johnny on the spot on the other side.
And a timeout called by the Patriots and Kevin Soares as his team leads by 5. And let's take a look at some of the upcoming action these teams will have here down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Just a few games left in the season. Heckma for these two teams. 2 left for the Cougars, 3 for the Patriots. And, of course, it's coming down to the wire here for these 2 squads for sure.
Yeah, they've got to win out. I think if you're the Cougars, you got to feel really good about where you are right now. And probably never anticipated themselves being in the dogfight here at home, but they're able to pull off this win. This is basically locking things down for them. It's a costly game if they allow for the Patriots to win on their home gym.
Hilliard with it now, being guarded by Lance Stevenson.
Oh, that's a bad turnover.
And from the corner, Stevenson cannot connect. Buchanan on the offensive board. Sinclair trying to slash into the lane, and the foul committed by Kobe Kelly.
Cheap foul, but Kobe Kelly did get some contact there. And obviously, referee standing right there out of bounds and makes the call. Trying to reset the clock, I believe.
Time certainly important at this stage of the ball game.
Yeah, it's basically saying the game is over. Let's find a way to put some time back on the clock. Guys, that's Lance Stevenson, right? I mean, all right. I'm just. Okay. So now we put the dots together. So Lance Stevenson, his brother is Lance Stevenson, spelled different. Okay, it all comes together, right?
It does, and that explains it. Lance Stevenson with the TZ going up and getting fouled, missing the layup. Has, of course, his older brother with Lance CE in attendance, as you see. Of course, a big age gap between the two brothers, but cool to see him out in support here at Coronado tonight.
Hey, no matter the age difference, that was a grown man play right there by the younger Lance Stevenson.
Oh! Talk about grown man! Evan Hilliard taking flight!
Back and forth we go. Don't get comfortable.
Oh, man.
Whoa!
Highlight reels on both ends with just a couple minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Who knew that Evan Hilliard had that in his game? Way to rise up, young man, with the hammer.
With the brace on his right knee.
Yeah.
Hadn't played a ton this year, just his fourth game. Making his presence known tonight. Evan Hilliard stepping up in a massive way here for Liberty on the road.
Yeah, 4-point lead right now for the Patriots, and they've got to, they really defensively, they have got to lock in. Where you've seen the Cougars start to go on runs is when they get easy rebounds and second shot opportunities. If I'm Coach Thurs, that's what I'm talking about right now. Guys, let's not allow easy second chances. 2 minutes, 9 seconds. This is a big time possession right now for the Patriots.
Big time plays tonight. Alley-oops, one-handed jams, deep catch and shoot threes. That's what you get when the best of the best play here in the biggest class in the state. 5A, so tough every single night. And Lance Stevenson's loving it. His younger brother, 16 years younger than him, seeing him fight on the hardwood, number 5 in white for Coronado here with a couple minutes to go.
They have got to continue to battle. Here, the Patriots, they're feeling it. And this is they have worked so hard to get back in this game. Another foul.
That's Kelly drawing the foul. Sinclair committing it.
No free throw shooting opportunities here. So great defense.
Here's Hilliard, defended by Stevenson.
Uh-oh.
Oh, near turnover, and then going down was Collins. He committed the foul. Here in a tight 4-point ball game.
And I don't think you're in the bonus yet, so gotta take it out. Coach Kaufman is going to use those fouls.
And he does right there. Stevenson committing the foul on Kobe Kelly.
Now you're in the bonus. Now you got to get an opportunity to shoot free throws. And here is where the challenge is on the Patriots. When you get fouled, you got to step to the charity stripe and you got to knock them down.
We'll see if the junior can do just that. Knocks the first through.
Second one true as well.
6-point ball game. Coronado looking for a quick answer. Sinclair out to Abboton. Wide open. He hits.
Oh, man. And you can tell from the moment that ball came off of his fingers, it was good money.
Liberty trying to take care of the ball down the stretch. Kevin Soares calls a timeout. 3-point ball game. Less than 90 seconds to go. Mason Abboton's big three has given Coronado some life, trying to avoid their first loss in conference play. Looking to win the league title tonight, but down by 3, and Liberty has the ball.
Yeah, Mason Abboton, this is his time to shine. The UNLV commit. It has been so big in so many games. Obviously didn't get the start that he wanted, but man, he has an opportunity to put a bow on it. But he has running out a little bit of time here.
In this instance, if you're the Patriots, you have the ball, you're up by 3, and trying to avoid turning the ball over, setting something up to get the ball into the hands of somebody you're confident that can go to the foul line and keep your team at multiple possessions distance. We shall see. Drama down the stretch here.
Oh, this is, I absolutely love it because this is where the coaches absolutely earn their paycheck. You got to call the right timeouts at the right time. You got to foul at the right time, and that's where when you go and you study these games, you got to find out who's the guy that can't knock down free throws. He's the guy that we want the ball in his hands.
Drive inside by Riley. They whip it around. Looking for the trap.
Oh, they almost had him. Just don't want one-shot opportunities, and you cannot do that.
They turn it over, and up the floor, foul call. Johnny Collins, 2 coming up at the line, unable to convert to maybe tie the game, but a costly turnover for Liberty allows the Cougars foul shots at the line.
Yeah, that was a bad pass, and Evan Hilliard right here, he just cannot commit that foul. That was almost really costly because you get an and one situation now, you're in position to tie this game up.
And still in a position here with Johnny Collins at the foul line. You make both, it's a 1-point game. And with how strong they've been on the glass, if he makes one, no guarantee you can get the rebound. We'll see big foul shots coming up here for the junior. And he sinks the first.
This is just amazing.
Mopa Valley and Virgin Valley battle coming up next Friday night. A 5 o'clock tip-off for our next game here on Your View. And Johnny Collins knocking both foul shots through. It's a 1-point ball game.
Boy, the air in that building just got a little bit thinner. And on the other side for the Patriots, they have got to do a better job of connecting on passes. That was a horrible, horrible pass on the turnover, which led to the foul and the free throw shots. Now again, only up by 1 if you're the Patriots, getting the ball in play, but also making sure that the ball handlers are fully equipped to knock down free throw shots. With the time that you have left, you got to be smart You got to knock down free throws, but if I'm Coach Thurs, man, I am telling these guys, whatever you do, please, no bad passes.
And it was interesting, Jeff Kaufman's squad didn't come out last possession and foul immediately. Tried for multiple traps, got the needed turnover, went to the line, sunk two, made it a 1-point game. In this instance, though, you would think a foul would come pretty quick, not only because time's of the essence, because if you make 2 foul shots, which is no guarantee, it's still a 1-possession game. We'll see what they do. And try to make them bring it across the timeline in time.
Uh-oh. They're trapped. They are trapped.
Oh, and it's Abatin.
They call a foul.
Oh, man. Did he kick the ball?
I didn't see that. I thought that was a foul call. Here's the replay. Yeah. They're going to call it, bounce it off his foot.
Collins.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So Liberty trying to find a way to bring it across, and they get the turnover. Coronado with it. Abatin down low, goes up, gets fouled, and he'll have 2 coming up at the line. 2 costly turnovers for Liberty down the stretch.
Great adjustment made here by Coach Kaufman, knowing that that ball was going to come inbounds from the side. Great trap set, and the Patriots fell for it and the foul. I think you're sending the wrong guy to the free throw line.
Abatin with the patience down low, gets 2 defenders to leave his feet, sinks the first. We're all tied up for the lead. He's got it. Coronado now up by 1. And Riley right up the lane. It rolls off.
Oh,
and
great
it's
steal.
taken away. J.J. Buchanan with it. And now Stevenson with the ball. He gets fouled. And it looks like they're going to call that on the floor.
Yeah, they get Kobe Kelly on the foul. Again, this is, even with the free throw shots, going to give you a 3-point lead.
Kelly coming in and wise to foul on the floor.
Yeah.
And put Lance Stevenson with his older brother in attendance at the stripe. And he sinks the first. And Kevin Thurs is going to want to make Lance Stevenson think about this second foul shot that could put Coronado with a league title hanging in the balance.
You're going to ice the shooter. Is that what you're basically doing? You call the timeout to ice the shooter. You got to get it. You got 30 seconds here. And so no matter what, for the Patriots, they've got to figure out a way to get that ball across half court. Be smart. You got plenty of time here. I'd settle for, I don't mind settling for a 3, but man, let it be a wide open 3.
It's crazy with Coronado because 2 games ago they beat Whitney Young from Chicago by 1 point. They beat Desert Pines in league play a couple nights ago by 2 points. And another nail-biter tonight. They've been battle-tested, have played in packed gyms all across the country. Jeff Kaufman, very intense 18th season, a couple decades at the helm, and he's trying to have his team hold on for a chance for the league title here tonight with Lance Stevenson. Second foul shot coming up here at the line. And it rolls off, but Buchanan gets the miss. Oh, they call a lane violation there by Buchanan.
Yeah, JJ got in a little too fast. I thought they got the foul on him.
Oh, a foul instead.
They did.
Wow, so that's not just going to be basketball to Liberty. They're going to have an opportunity now. Here with Evan Hilliard at the line. Just about 30 seconds left.
Oh, no.
And he misses the first.
Oh, man, this is why coaches When the free throw drill, they take it so serious because of times like this. Let's see if Coach Kaufman calls a timeout here. Nope.
Icing the shooter worked against Stevenson, missing that second. You thought Buchanan had it, instead committing a foul.
Okay. So we're adding a second back to the clock. So 30 was just at 30. So now we're at 31. Timeout call. So
can't take him with you.
Can't take him with you. Let's ice him.
It worked, though. Stevenson misses. Buchanan appeared as though he got the board. Foul instead, but Hilliard missing the first here. He makes the second 1-point ball game. And people wonder, hey, why do the end of basketball games take so long? I mean, the drama at the end, this is why.
This is why. You have to make every possession, every second of every possession counts. And we're over at the scores table trying to work something out here.
Probably the time, like you referred to earlier, right?
No, I mean, they're even going as far as looking back at the stat sheet here.
Interesting situation, but for Hilliard, more time to think about this foul shot.
Yeah, that's the last thing that you want for Evan Hilliard to do is have more time to think about it. And a little bit of home cooking right now going on in the Coronado gym. But as you stated, this looks more like a clock issue. Well, for me, this is, yeah, let's.
Clock issue, scoreboard issue.
Wow.
Hilliard coming up at the line after Lance Stevenson with his older brother cheering him on.
We do know that there's 31 seconds left, so they can figure that much out. And they can keep the time on the court.
Lance Stevenson trying to get the crowd engaged. Evan Hilliard at the foul line. He sinks the second.
Boy,
1-point ball game.
Big time make. No fouls here. Whoop, foul given.
That's Jalen St. Clair who goes to the line now.
Jalen Parker thought maybe it was tied the ball up for the jump ball. Jalen St. Clair uses some big-time free throws here for the young man.
And big time needing on the boards as well. Foul committed last time, but a couple coming up at the line here for St. Clair, who's got 12 points tonight. They've been led by Abbotton, who's got 17.
Oof.
Missed short.
Now you got a ball game. now you got a ball game. Now you got a ball game.
I thought it's been a ball game, Heckma.
Oh, it has been, but
it's one now for sure.
One for sure.
2-point game. Liberty with the ball. Riley step back, deep three. It's off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Abbotton. He gets fouled immediately. Riley firing the three from the wing. With still time to spare, and that sends Abbotton to the line. Still a 2-point ball game.
That is one frustrated coach right there. And I know he wished for a better shot opportunity. Didn't have to take it all right there. Oh, my. Oh, my. Everybody's got the yips tonight.
Abbotton's miss giving Liberty still a chance. Because make or miss here, it's still a one-possession game. He does sink it. And 15 to go. Can the Patriots extend this ball game? Kobe Kelly out to Riley for vengeance. It's too strong. Abbotton gets fouled. 4 seconds to go. And the luck may have run out for Liberty on the Jaden Riley late 3-point tries.
Oh. Right now, I'm telling you, if you're the Liberty Patriots, You come back and you watch this game, you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be completely upset with yourself. You were in this game all the way through until the end. Those last couple of mistakes, they cost you. Big time lead, plenty of missed shots.
Nabaton missing the first foul shot. Another miss here.
Yeah.
Could provide some type of chance. And it sinks. 4-point lead for Coronado. Just a few seconds left. Last second try. It's made as time expires. Jalen Parker was looking for a foul of some sort. He hit the shot as time expired. And that is how this wild game comes to a close. Liberty pleading their case for the foul, but none appearing to be called. And it looks like Coronado going to seal this one, a 1-point win.
Now here's the shot, and as time expires, he sold it, but Mason Abbotton, that was not a foul.
That's the one thing you can't do.
No.
When you're up by 4, right? When you're up by 4, just get out of the way.
Yeah, this game's over with. And I think Coach Kaufman has a point.
Coach Kaufman at the scores table. I mean, no way they would go back and assess a foul, right?
No.
But the officials talking about, I mean, credit to Parker for making it, hand in the face, deep in front of his bench. Maybe they're looking at time on the clock. Not that that could make a huge difference, but it could. But Coach Jeff Kaufman is certainly animated. Another look at the shot.
He didn't touch him. I don't.
He sold it, though, falling down.
I mean, that's fine. It's just he didn't touch him. He didn't touch him.
Oh, all the Patriots.
Yeah,
we're trying to say differently. Looking, okay, if you make that, you have a chance for a final attempt. But officials still talking about it. And certainly no foul called on the court.
Well, I know you have to allow the three-point shooter an opportunity to land. His foot, you see right here, Abbotton, look at his right foot. I mean, that's, wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, are they saying we have 2 seconds on the clock? This is interesting. This is an interesting way to wrap up a game.
It is, isn't it? 1-point ball game. So the conversation was about the clock.
Yeah.
And it's in right away to Stevenson. He gets fouled immediately. And he'll head to the line. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Wow.
So Jalen Parker's deep three extends this ball game to what end? We do not know, but Lance Stevenson at the foul line now.
Sometimes, you got an instant classic you never wanted to end, and this is what it is. The referees, hey, there's no better place than where we are.
And Stevenson sinks the first. A 1-second prayer down the full court shot.
And that's exactly what it's going to be. A Hail Mary. Heave ho. Can't bounce it, just got to shoot it.
And that's what happens. Fired the shot. Tatum Webb did as time expired. And Coronado hangs on. 62-59 the final score. And they are the league champions. Coronado wins a tight, classic ball game tonight here at Coronado High, and they improve to 10-0 in league action and secure the title.
Dear Harlem Globetrotters, we love you.
I love your dunks.
Alley-oops.
The long shot.
4-point shot.
I love your history.
A trailblazer.
All the cool tricks.
You make me laugh.
Come back soon.
We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
Your Honour, I object to this entire line of questioning on the grounds that it is not only irrelevant, but it also seeks to prejudice the jury against my client by introducing speculative and unfounded.
By the power of Keltron, I cast Magic Missile!
Yes! You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
Hey, Reese, you hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. You got a coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello.
The school rivalries, the roar of the crowd, the passion and drive, the team chemistry. One shot can win it all. It's more than a game. It's Las Vegas game time on YourView. Tune in for Virgin Valley versus Moapa Valley girls basketball on Cox Channel 51. Streaming at watch.yourview.com and the YourView app.
Game time on YourView is presented by RC Willie, your home, your way, and brought to you by Raising Cane's. One Love, 62-59, the final score. Coronado hangs on, and they're champions of the league. 10-0 record, but it was a tough fight to the end tonight.
Absolutely it was, and they showed a championship mentality, the way that they battled through there in the fourth quarter. There was a time 9-point lead there by the Patriots, and it just felt like the game was just going to get out of control. But, man, they found ways to get stops. Guys like Jalen St. Clair, Johnny Collins, all of them, J.J. Buchanan, the Utah football commit, played solid tonight. But I tell you, the game ball has to go to Mason Abaddon. 17 points tonight, but no bigger shot than the three-pointer that he hit in the fourth quarter. Changed the whole complexity of the game. Momentum switched immediately.
Up by 6 with a minute to go. Mason Abaddon with a big answer right there. We thank everyone for watching this evening here on YourView. Coronado wins it. They are league champs as they top Liberty in a close one here this evening in 5A Southern Conference play. So for Heckma Harrison, I'm Will Connerly saying so long from Coronado High School here in Vegas.
The Harlem Globetrotters 2025 World Tour is here. We're coming to Thomas and Mack Center on February 18th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for tickets to the 2025 World Tour, presented by Jersey Mike Subs.
You're even prettier than the day we met.
Thanks, babe.
Your Honour, I object to this entire line of questioning on the grounds that it is not only irrelevant, but it also seeks to prejudice the jury against my client by introducing speculative and unfounded.
By the power of Keltron, I cast Magic Missile!
Yes! You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
Hey, Reese, you hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. You got a coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help spoiled me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Hello!
The school rivalries, the roar of the crowd, the passion and drive, the team chemistry. One shot can win it all. It's more than a game. It's Las Vegas Game Time on YourView. Tune in for Virgin Valley versus Moapa Valley Girls Basketball on Cox Channel 51. Streaming at watch.yourview.com and the YourView app.
Get ready to go across America meeting the next generation of star athletes. You'll hear from a pair of five-star prospects in boys basketball, one in Arizona and another in Missouri. We'll also stop in Georgia for a top 10 recruit on the girls' side. We'll check in on a rising soccer star, and former NFL player Robert Smith will chat with us in our journey to greatness. That's all coming up next on Sports Stars of Tomorrow.
Welcome to Sports Stars of Tomorrow. I'm your host, Charles Davis. We're getting started in Arizona today with a young man who comes from a football family, but he's proving to be one of the nation's best on the basketball court.
And that's this week's five-star feature. This 6'8" superstar is a